Good, everybody, it's the Black Car Guru back with another video, and we need to talk about the LQ4. Now, when you're trying to get those 1,000 to 1,200 to 1,500 horsepower numbers, the LQ4 iron block needs to be the basis of all of that shit. You don't need an LSX 454 block. You don't need no LS Next block. The iron block LQ4 is your main chick. Okay, starting with the heads, you can either do the AFR Mongoose heads, or you could just go source out some LS6 243 heads, get the motherfuckers ported and polished, and you are good. Now, when it comes to your cam, you could always go get a BTR Stage 3 cam kit or a Texas Speed cam kit. You don't need that Stage 5 stepmama cam. You don't need it. Just get a Stage 3 cam with some 660 little valve springs, some hardened push rods, some titanium retainers, and you're good. All right. So Richard Holdner already proved that with Gen 4 rods and pistons on a stock crank, you can make 1,500 plus horsepower. He made like 1,543 before he ran out of map sensor. We're talking 1,543 horsepower, give or take, on LQ9 rods and pistons, I believe. So you really don't need no special billet internals and shit like that. But just in case you still want to forge your internals, get some aftermarket ones, and you can't find those LQ9 internals and shit like that, just get a good H-beam rod and some Wiseco pistons. Real simple. Get some ARP head studs. Now, it's up to you if you want to do the main studs, but if you're trying to make big-ass horsepower, I really do suggest you get both ARP head studs and main studs. Now, the LQ4 truck intakes, they flow pretty well. They are ugly as hell, though. So, a cheap-ass LS6 intake definitely do, especially if you're trying to throw this thing in the F-body. Oil pump. Milling oil pump. It's up to you if you want to do a high pressure or a high volume. That's all up to you, but change that damn oil pump, man. Now, as far as your injectors, if you're trying to make over 1,000 plus horsepower, you're going to need these big boys right here. These 142 pound hour injectors. These can handle 1,000 plus horsepower. But listen, you do not need all of this if you just want to build a good fast daily driver. 750 to 850 wheel horsepower is good enough. You do not need 1,000 to 1,500 for the street, but this is strictly for folks that want to make big ass horsepower. But this shit is useless if you do not have a good ass transmission. I suggest the TH400 and a Ford 9-inch rear end, and you're good with this combo.